I'm Donna Blanchard, and this is your ThinkTech Daily News for Wednesday, April 8th, 2015. As Greece is on the edge of financial collapse again and unable to pay its creditors the 240 billion euros or $260 billion it owes, Russia's ties with Europe are strained over their politics with Ukraine. In the face of sanctions and counter-sanctions between the two, it made sense that Russian President Vladimir Putin welcomed Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras to Moscow for a chat this week. At a joint news conference at the Kremlin, the two leaders said that their discussion focused on economic issues, including trade and tourism. They also said they talked about energy issues and Russia's plans to build a natural gas pipeline through Turkey to Europe, in which Greece could play a crucial link. Reportedly, Prime Minister Tsipras did not ask for financial support at this time, perhaps because Russia's oil trade has suffered with a recent supply and demand shift that has caused oil prices to drop. The Iraqi army and militia forces carried out an attack against the Islamic State outside the city of Ramadi today. Some local officials claim this is the beginning of a major offensive in western Anbar province, though others say that's a bit premature. 1 week after Iraqi officials declared victory over the Islamic State extremists in the city of Tikrit, Sabah Karhat, chairman of the Anbar Provincial Council, said, "Today we announced the beginning of the Anbar Liberation Operation." Unfortunately, that news seemed to come as a surprise to Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi and other top commanders who met with American advisors to discuss the new offensive. A spokesman for Baghdad Operations Command, General Saad Maan, said, quote, "This is not the big joint operation. We didn't say anything about that." Referring to Anbar officials' statement, he said, "Maybe he was in a hurry." Despite that ridiculous bit of communication error, Mr. Abadi has promised that Iraqi forces would soon turn their attention to Anbar province, the largely desert area where the extremist Sunni group, also known as ISIS or ISIL, controls more than 60% of their territory, which it seized in early 2014. While the U.S. backs Saudi-led airstrikes against Iran-backed Houthi aggression in Yemen, it looks like Iranian officials are serious about supporting the U.S.-led Tehran nuclear agreement. Yesterday, a small group gathered in front of the Parliament building in Tehran, holding up placards and shouting slogans against the nuclear framework agreed to last week in Switzerland, and the Iranian Interior Ministry condemned the demonstration as illegal because the protesters had failed to obtain a permit. This was a rare occasion, as those conservative protesters were in opposition to the power structure there. It's worthy of note that heavy U.S. sanctions for Iran remain in place until a final nuclear accord is reached. General Mohammad Ali Jafari, the highest-ranking commander of the Revolutionary Guard Corps, said yesterday, "The Iranian nation and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps thank these dear negotiators for their honest attempts and political jihad and for their resistance on the defined red lines." Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the man who has the last word in Iran, remains silent about the agreement reached in Switzerland. I'm Donna Blanchard, and this has been your ThinkTech Daily News for Wednesday, April 8th, 2015. Ahui ho!